Today's verse has the word heart in it 3 times, and it's going to talk about a heart of stone and a heart of flesh. I picked up this heart on a current walk that I was in Maui, and I know you're not supposed to take them, but I did because it was special to me. But this heart of stone, it made me ponder, is hard, right? It's not easily moldable or shapeable. It pretty much stays the same for a long period of time. It can change a little bit, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of pressure to change a stone. Stones are also heavy, they're not alive, and they're often pretty cold and look really worn. And opposite of that is a heart of flesh, and this is the heart that God created us to live with, this heart of flesh. And this is my little origami heart that I made. But God put our heart in the very center of our being and protected it. I mean, it is the heart that lets us know whether we are dead or alive. And a heart of flesh is so different. It's filled with life. It beats. It's warm. It's transforming. It can learn. It can grow. It can expand and contract. It can let things out and bring things in. It's really alive and living, and this is a heart of flesh. And this heart of stone is often what we end up with as we get further away from God. And as we get closer to Him, we begin to see a transformation into this beautiful heart of flesh. So our verse for today is from Ezekiel, and Ezekiel is speaking to God's people the very words of the Lord. And the Lord wants to say to them, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. This is Ezekiel 26:36. So God's speaking this to His people because they have gone away from Him. They have stopped worshiping Him, and they're scattered amongst the nations, and they've been through a lot of loss, pain, suffering, some their own fault, some not their fault. But times have been hard, and in that time they got further away from God. But the good thing about this verse is that God promises in it that He's going to do the work of making their hearts back into flesh. He says, I will give you a new heart. He's going to give it. He's going to remove the heart of stone and give them the heart of flesh. So much of this is God's will, His ways, and He's going to do the work. But what He wants to know is, which heart do we want? So maybe just take an inventory today, figure out, is your heart feeling hard, stuck, heavy, or is it feeling warm and ready and open? And bring that to God, because He'll do the work on your behalf, all right? You just let Him know what you want Him to do.